Mr. Corey White, who is a Vice Consul at the Consulate General of Jamaica, New York, who will be introducing or presenting two other awardees. And these awardees are Mr. Gopal Burgher and Mr. Harry Morrison. Mr. White, please do us the honors of presenting these two incredible awardees. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rochester. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
I have the pleasure of reading the profiles. First off, Mr. Gopal Burgher. Mr. Gopal M. Burgher is the managing partner and head of the Capital Markets and Finance Practice Group of Burgher Gray LLP, a corporate law firm based in New York City and with offices in Washington, D.C., Chicago, and Miami. The firm represents clients ranging from startups and emerging growth enterprises to Fortune 100 companies on a range of complex business litigation and sophisticated corporate transactional matters, including finance, investment management, M&A, commercial transactions, securities law compliance, corporate governance, intellectual property, data privacy, cybersecurity, technology, and real estate matters. While Mr. Burgher maintains a dynamic and diversified practice, his practice is largely concentrated in the areas of capital markets, finance, including structured finance and securitization and other debt capital markets transactions, public finance, asset-based lending, commercial bank lending, corporate finance, warehouse financing, risk retention financing, debt private placements, middle market lending, financial restructuring, and real estate finance, among others. He regularly serves as a trusted advisor to business executives and in-house counsels of global and regional financial institutions, community banks, insurance companies, private investment funds, financial advisory firms, asset managers, and other financial services companies, including financial firms, among others, in a wide range of finance, securities, law compliance, and other corporate transactional matters. Mr. Burgher started his legal career in the New York offices of global law firm Skadden, Arps, Slate, Meagher, and Flom LLP, where he spent approximately 10 years before joining then structured finance and capital markets powerhouse McKee Nelson LLP in its New York office. He's a graduate of New York University School of Law, where he was an Association of the Bar of the City of New York Fellow and the State University of New York, College at Fredonia, magna cum laude, double major in political science and philosophy. He's also a graduate of the Strategic Steps for Growth Streetwise MBA program offered by the NYU Stern School of Business in collaboration with Interrise and the NYC Department for Small Business Services, as well as the Freddie McBender Academy program. Over the years, Mr. Burgher's commitment to community activism has manifested itself in his service to and support of a number of charitable and philanthropic organizations and causes, including the American Foundation of the University of the West Indies, the Fredonia College Foundation, board member, ESPOIR Youth Program Inc., where he was a board member, Children of Jamaica Outreach Inc., COJO, Professional Jamaicans for Jamaica Inc., where he served as an advisory board, and the Dance Theatre of Harlem, among others. He is or has been a member of the Association of the Bar of the City of New York, the National Bar Association, the Structured Finance Industry, Group Structured Finance Association, Loan Syndication and Trading Association, and the National Association of Minority and Women-Owned Law Firms, member Transaction Practice Area Committee, former co-chair, Banking and Finance Practice Area Subcommittee, among other industry groups and organizations. Mr. Burgher has been recognized by a number of professional and other organizations in his work and commitment to community service, including from clients, both paying and pro bono clients, not-for-profit organizations, industrial associations, and governmental organizations, among others. He's regularly called on to speak at industry and other professional events as a presenter, panelist, or moderator, as well as MC and keynote speaker. When not working or doing community service, Mr. Burgher likes to spend time with his family, travel, and play golf. And the reason why he's being awarded tonight is for his strong support to specialized projects undertaken by the Consulate General in collaboration with the Jamaica Stock Exchange and the Diaspora at large, including our stranded nationals at the height of the pandemic. Mr. Burgher has extended substantial resources to the tablet and laptop initiative, ensuring that hundreds of disadvantaged students in Jamaica were afforded an opportunity to remain actively engaged in the virtual classroom. His commitment to community activism, especially the youth, as well as his continued partnership on social and financial projects are worthy of recognition and commendation. Mr. Gopal's readiness to partner with the JSE in building or enabling environment for a Caribbean Green Bond is groundbreaking. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gopal Burgher.
And to present the award to Mr. Burgher, we'll now invite Reverend Andrew Bennett once again. Reverend Bennett, do us the honors, please.
Yes, sir.
Consul General, Ambassador Wallace, ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
As I said, it was a tall order, but nonetheless, I'm Jamaican, so we don't back away from the challenge. So I hope that I do my cohorts proud. But I'll say this. It's that same spirit of never backing down that I can certainly say, without knowing all of the honorees on a personal level, that spirit of not backing down from a challenge has gotten us to where we are and to accomplish all the different things that we've each accomplished in our respective endeavors. And it's that Jamaicanness about us that we draw on. And so, in that spirit of never backing down from a challenge, I speak on behalf of the honorees and saying sincere thanks and gratitude to the Consulate General, Consulate General of Jamaica, New York, under the astute stewardship of its Consul General, CG, the Honorable Ms. Alsion Wilson, for this heartwarming recognition. And I think heartwarming is that word is being used deliberately because it does touch. We've all gotten honors and recognition throughout our lives, and none of them is ever as special as the one that comes from your people. I think Bob Marley was channeling these sentiments when he said, a great man is never honored his own land. All right? But tonight, we're changing that. I've known CG for a long time, and a lot of people have come up, and I was happy to hear them, recognize and acknowledge her hard work, her commitment, and her love for Jamaica and Jamaican people. They kind of stole some of my stuff, but when you talk about love and commitment for Jamaica and Jamaican people, I don't think anyone better epitomizes that than the CG. And I don't say that just because I've known her for a long time. You've all seen it for yourself, which is why so many people were able to say it before I got here. But it's the kind of love that makes you give up your American citizenship, the prized American citizenship. That makes you take an enormous pay cut to almost work for free. Love of service of love, right? And to defer your own personal business ambitions to serve us. That's love.
That's deep.
And commitment. But we're here being acknowledged tonight, but there's no shortage of Jamaicans doing great things, both at home and abroad. So we're not special in that regard, but we do feel privileged to be recognized and to be selected from among that large pool of otherwise qualified people. And of course, it's even more special because of where it's coming from. So I'll end by saying we are humbled to be cast in this light of being exemplary Jamaicans. And this most generous recognition can only serve to encourage us to continue along our journey, our respective paths of personal greatness and service to others, to continue to embrace and never back down from the challenge of love.
All right.